Okay.
You're back. Game number two of the day three promises to be another action-packed day. First game, we saw the Maxwell Club winning it quite comfortably. The Malaysia T10 Bash JCC Trophy Phase 1 2025. And joining me in the com box, we've got Amin.
Hi, Harman, thank you. And what a first game! It was a roller coaster. Extremely played well by Max. And now we are at the second game, in an interesting way. And you can see the top order bat, Samiullah, the captain himself, is taking the strike. A very interesting prospect.
He's been in some sublime touch. Starts first delivery, a little away from the batter. That'll be a dot ball. Nice weather out here. Another dot delivery. The JB King Cricket Club taking on the MB Malik Cricket Club. Teaser alongside his partner Mahendran. Another dot ball. I mean, three dot deliveries to start. What do you have to say on that?
That is something special, I would say. It's a power play, and he's bowling up against one of the top batter, Samiullah, and three dot balls is something special Harman, and really good bowling from Bakar Haidar. And what a swashbuckling shot that one! Extremely played well. Umpire said boundary without the ball being traced. Such an elegant shot from the top order batter. This time it's a Kizar. Kizar and Mahendran Mayurathan are two batters for JB King Cricket Club. MB Mali Cricket Club is bowling and is 4 runs on the board. 4 balls, 4 runs.
Yeah, slow, steady start here. Oh, good shot. That'll be another boundary. So fours coming in back to back with the JB Cricket Club. Catch, and he takes it. Not on the first attempt, but on the second. I mean, first wicket.
That is a first wicket and first victory for Wakat's over, and he bowled really well without considering those boundaries. He did a great job for his team. First over, getting a wicket under the power play is always put the opponent under pressure.
Wicket early on is always something that you want in this format. And the end of the first over, it's 8 for the loss of 1.
It's a very good bowling effort from Wakar and also for MB Malik Cricket Club. It's always crucial to get early wickets in this T10 format so that he can reduce the score under 100. But here comes the number one batter for JB Kings. It's Samiullah, number one, the captain, who bowls really well as well as the bat top the order as a natural stroke maker. He's been very consistent in this tournament.
He's really a consistent batter. As the left arm paceman will come in and over the wicket. Got that diagonal run up as well. You can see using the angle a little bit. Worked away for a single. Here comes the second delivery. It's the leg side. Asking for the second. We'll have to stay with the single. Worked away. 4 runs. Cracking strike. Mr. Fielder. Brilliant batting here, I mean.
That was a brilliant batting and lovely one from Mahendran. And Zishan is not an easy bowler. He's bringing the ball in and taking the ball out, and all these things doing. And that particular shot, very close to the fielder, but has enough timing to reach the boundary. Nice one from Mahendran. He'll be very confident. And Zishan's favorite ball is bringing the ball back in. I hope he'll do that in this over.
Another wide. Just don't want to give those runs, those extra runs on offer.
That's one thing about Zishan. He keeps he bowls a couple of wide deliveries because since he's swinging the ball back in, he misses the line a bit.
Yeah, well, that is ought to happen. There's the wicket. The stumps are tumbled. If you do a mirror against a bowler like him, he is surely going to get your wicket. The flashlights are on.
That's a beautiful piece of bowling by Zishan, and two wickets gone early. Mahendran is gone, The one he played outside the off stump was very good, and the ball came in. That was the strength of Zishan. Took the game away easily from the batter. And JB Kings already lost 2 wickets and the 2 overs. MB Malik is really playing well the first part of the game. Excellent, excellent bowling.
On 4 overs, second wicket down. That's just inside the trend line. 3 o'clock delivery.
One ball to go.
There will be more runs here. It's the single.
It's a good bowling effort from MB Malik. Just 16 runs given in the first 2 overs. That's less than 10 runs. It's a good sign. And one more over left in the power play. They'll be looking to capitalize on this situation. So all three bowlers are different. The first 3 over, this is what used by the previous game also. Max used all different bowlers for the first 7 overs. 7 different bowlers. Mohammad Sufyan is a new one. It's-
Starts with the dot delivery. Oh, good shot. That is a brilliant strike. That will be a half a dozen. Half a dozen.
It was a wonderful shot. It's much needed one for JB King. Look at this one. It's a wide one. They wanted to fire towards the body. Umpire said wide, just missed the body line. Mohammad Sufyan is a very good bowler. He'll be coming out with different angles.
It's played behind the bowler's head. Just over the fielder at mid-off. 4 runs. Boundary coming in.
This is much needed boundary for JB Kings because under power play you need at least score 10 runs and over. 2 balls left.
Oh, close call. And yes, the finger goes up. Right in front of the stumps, he's trapped. And there's the wicket number 3 falling. Just the wicket you were looking for, Amin.
This is something like that momentum started for JB King, and suddenly Sufyan put a break, picking up the wicket, and that was quite a tough decision, I would say, Herman. The ball went towards the stump, hit the stump, but it's umpire's decision because he has a better view, and he felt like it's hitting the stump clear and precise. So given that as an out, quite quite an important
Uh,
wicket.
Got him right in front of the stumps. Solid punch down the ground for a single. One added 12 runs of this over. Wicket and a delivery to spare.
The run rate is not bad if you ask me, Herman. It's closer to 10. Only the concern is the wicket. They should not lose more wickets from here.
Yeah, rightly mentioned. Don't lose wickets. That's a good shot. And that's in the gap as well. Ends the power play with a boundary. 32 runs on the scoreboard for the loss of 3 after 3 overs.
And the run rate is above 10. That's looking so solid. Another 3 overs, they make sure that there is no wicket falls down from there. Samiullah, we all know how dangerous he is, and he looks to score 10 runs an over from here. Would be like around 60 to 65 after 6 overs. They can take extra effort from there to reach 100 plus. There is a high chance that they can score 100 here. That's what my instinct says.
Yeah, there's a chance to get towards that 100 plus from here. It is a good batting track. It's the second game of the day. Ejaz in for the fourth over. Just over the umpire's head. Start the over with a single.
So valuable
That's brilliant
runs.
striking.
And yesterday just was a little bit expensive, and on definitely Samuel will be looking to score as many runs as possible in this over to keep the momentum up. And Ijaz is a kind of a tricky bowler. He likes to bowl outside the off stump line, and one ball change the variations, change the pace. That kind of a bowler. Some arrangements in the field, a lot of manipulations will be done by the bowlers.
There'll be more runs. It's a chase by the fielder. But eventually, the ball's going to win it. Back to back boundaries. No time being wasted.
That was a wrong line, I would say. Easily picked by Samuel. Asking for out, very close. Umpire said not out.
42 runs on the scoreboard. The loss of 3 wickets. Nudged back to the bowler. Top delivery. Goes for the big one. Drop catch. A drop chance that has rebounded for a boundary. Can't afford to do that. 46 on the board for the loss of 3 after 4 overs.
An expensive over come to an end. That's from Ijaz. They are targeting the loose bowlers. And this time it's Ijaz got the punishment. And despite keeping the field, they given away 4 runs. Ijaz was not happy at all. The way he reacts, the body language says all the story.
Well, catches win you matches. We've heard that so many times. Drop catches can cost you the game.
The one thing you notice, Harman, the first 4 bowlers, everyone is different. And this is the fifth new bowler being introduced by MB Malik. And we don't know we will be coming and bowling the second over.
But Zulmari in for the 5th over. Starts off well. Starts with the top delivery. That's brilliant striking and even better fielding in the deep. That will be a single.
Yes, indeed, a very good shot attempted by Samiullah. Vinoba is also equally good. He can also strike.
Yeah, one more single. The top delivery.
It's a tricky ball from Zulamri.
That'll be another single coming in.
This is one of the best over from MB Malik. I hope they'll bring Zulamri back for attack one more time. Fifth over, he just gave 4 runs. Beautiful bowling. Batting first, JB Kings put 50 runs of 5 overs. That looks solid. 10 and over is a good one in the T10 format. And the 2 rock solid batters are in Samiullah and Vinoba. This is a crucial partnership. And with that, there is a little change in the com box. I'd like to invite the energetic, charismatic commentator Abrar to join the party.
Thank you so much, Amin, for that. And 5 overs completed, so halfway stage, and JB Kings are right back in it. After the initial setbacks, for a moment, I was wondering if they'll be able to put on a good score. But it looks like, in spite of the fall of wickets at regular intervals, I mean, they've managed to stitch a good partnership here between Samullah and Binoba here. And he greets Ijaz with a good one, and almost an effort that was required to be taken is missed it. So that travels all the way for a maximum. So good beginning to the over.
Yes, Abrar. If you notice one thing, Ijaz has been getting punished in all the games, and also in this game, everyone bowled 1 over, and he just bowled the previous over. And I am not too sure why they're giving one more over to the most expensive over of the of that lineup. He's given the 14 runs in the previous over. They're bringing him back.
Yes, that is why the captain is usually tested and needs to be very much invested in the game. A lapse in concentration can even sometimes result in big mistakes. So I think Izaj is now handed the ball to pick up a wicket here, because sometimes even when you go for runs, you look for that wicket. But that is not something that is looking like is going to happen. And when I say that, almost did take place and a drop catch. Would you believe it?
This is disheartening for any bowler. And he has been getting punished in all the corners. And he created one opportunity, and that was an easy one, easily missed by the fielder. He will be completely furious, devastated.
Yes, he had a chance at redemption. You mentioned he was going expensive. This is another chance. Looks like God is being kind, and this time it is taken. So finally, you mentioned he would have been furious, so he doesn't pick up Samulla, but he gets Binoba here, who's hit him for a maximum at the first ball of the over, let me remind you. So the revenge has been sweet for him.
He should definitely go and thank the fielder for completing that catch, but he badly needs a wicket, and it's a revenge. Yes, cricket, we cannot hide this one. Everyone, especially the bowler and batter, always have a contest. And you hit a 4 and 6, I come back and get you a wicket. Okay, that's how it goes. And this time, he just is a relieved man to get a wicket after getting hit in all corners.
Yes, that is what I was trying to mention. That sometimes when a bowler has been expensive, the batters are also thinking like, okay, this might be a weak link. Let me go after him. And if the bowler is smart enough, because sometimes in T10 format you can of course get hit, but always, especially if you pick up wickets, somehow you can definitely crawl back in the game. So JB Kings have managed to put 58 runs already in the board, but they've lost 4 wickets, and not many specialized batters are remaining in the tank. So with that man Samullah still standing tall, now he's been joined by Fairuz as one. We'll have to see how this innings transpires, but I think this is an opportunity for MB Malik to come back in the game.
A wicket always gives you the opportunity. Yes, why not? And they deserve that. 4 wickets picked up under 6 overs, and the only focus is on Samiullah now.
Yes, can't really bowl loose balls, can you? On that occasion, it was pitched outside the off stump, but it was driven away nicely. There's a fielder under, and eventually it's just 1 run. So eventually, you have to say, I mean, I think this has turned out to be a good over from Izaz, and 6 overs completed. The run rate is 10, so they're still going handy. Do you think 100 is on the card?
I really think 100 is on the card, Abrar, because I believe Samiullah, if he picks up one bowler and score 20 runs or 15 runs, and there's a high chance of scoring 100 here.
And I mean, you wanted Sulamri to come back into the attack, and looks like the captain has heard you. He's bowled well in the previous over, and now he's back to continue.
He's the most economical bowler of the all the bowlers being bowled today, and no wonder the captain did a good job this time, bringing back the main bowler to contain runs. That's what needed.
Flighted delivery waits for it, but doesn't give the gap. So it's a dot to start things off for Zulamri.
And his tactics is pretty straightforward. Bowling outside the off stump, extreme like fifth stump line or sixth stump line.
This time, once again, persisting with that line, and should have been taken. That is the match, if you ask me, because sometimes when the batting team is trying to just get a partnership and just get as many runs as possible, and the key man is producing an opportunity, these are the times when you need to really step up and get your catches right. So really disappointing from the fielder in the deep, and Zulamri almost did the good here.
That was if had he taken that catch, that would have been the moment of the game today. That would have been a game changer of the day today. So that is a great miss.
Yes, really, this is the difference. You mentioned that if Samiullah Khan is still out there and he plays the full 10 overs, then he will at least make a difference of 20 runs between his wicket and if he's gone. So really, Zulamri is bowling well. He created a chance and really should have been taken by MB Malik.
Waiting for one to loose deliveries, and the ball goes straight and over the rope for a huge six. That's what needed from the batter. And Zolamri is taken for 6 runs. The first six is given in his 2 overs, and that's very close to 70 runs now. Excellent batting.
Yes, it was in the slot, wasn't it? I think he tossed it up, and maybe he was just being a little bit too greedy because he missed out on a wicket on the previous delivery, and maybe he thought that by tossing it up, if the batter mistimes, he will be in with a chance. But not to be. Excellent shot. I didn't think that Fairuz Rizwan will continue hitting, and for a moment I thought he'll play the Yanker road. Wasn't there? And an appeal, big appeal from the wicketkeeper, but a dot ball for Zulambri.
That's a much better line after the ball being hit for a six. Pitched on a length and moving away from the batter. That confused him entirely. They threw two different balls in two different times. Excellent over by Jalambri.
This time on the leg side, trying to create a little bit of room. He's not timed it, but it falls short of the fielder in the deep. Intention is clear that they're trying to go after the bowling. Eventually finishes with conceding 2 more runs. So Zulamri finishes his spell, 15 runs conceded in his 2 overs. 7 done. It's 71 with the loss of 4. So they're maintaining the run rate of 10 and over.
Right from the start. From the third over until now, it's 10 and over, consistently coming. And this looks like they can cruise to 100 more positively, most likely. And Zulamri and is a main bowler. He completed his now the pressure is on the bowlers from MB Malik will bowl the last three. That is a crucial question. One definitely the left arm pacer, and he's in already.
Yes, we've seen a few very good spells today. Waka Haida bowled 1 over. He's picked up a wicket and gone for just 8 runs. And he was also followed well by the man on screen, Zishan Khan. Zishan Khan also going for 8 runs and picked up a wicket. So the two fast bowlers up top did a good job, but the spinners have been expensive. So this is going to be a very crucial over, just 3 overs remaining. Samiullah Khan will be just eyeing to pick up another boundary here. And let's see how it goes. Here's the first ball. Widest delivery played on the offside, and the bowler thought he's in with a chance. Good effort by the fielder in the deep to keep that down to a couple of runs. Oh, look at that. Excellent running. Or is it not? We have to wait for confirmation and appeal there. If it's not a run out, I have to give full credit to the two batters for running between the wickets.
Looks like the credit goes to the batter and excellent 3 runs. That one was just 2 runs, but the way Fairuz and Samiullah pushed themselves for the extra 1 run, that's what needed. That is the teamwork. These good running between the wickets will definitely bring changes to the team. And Zishan now say already given 3 runs. I need to contain him under 10 runs. That will be thinking.
Yes, the left arm bowler just trying to stay away from the hitting zone, pitching it on the offside. And look at that, a misfield. That ball went straight to the fielder at mid off, and he makes a mistake. So the ball travels, and it is that man, Fairuz Ezwan. He's come out with intentions very clear, and he's picking up boundaries at regular intervals.
That's why we keep telling basics. And one of the basics is when the ball is coming towards you, you need to stop them. That is the ultimate goal of the fielding unit. You don't leave the ball. Stop the ball, catch the ball, throw the ball back to the bowler or keeper as quickly as possible, and you leave 4 runs at a crucial time. That is the death death overs time. This is the crucial time. You cannot leave the opponent to score the 100 easily. Put all the pressure back on them. They're not doing it this time.
That is very well bowled this time, just trying to stay away from the middle and off area. And this time he just gets that little bit of that action going on nicely for him. The angle is taking the ball away from the right hander. And with that single, Samiullah Khan is back on strike. So far, already 8 runs in the first three deliveries. So Zishan Khan needs to come back strongly here. And that's a much better delivery. I think there was a change of pace. Keeper fumbles and a single is allowed. Look at that. Once again, no backing up. So 2 runs of a very good delivery, and I think JV Kings are definitely going to be delighted with that.
And that one thing, if at the end of this game, if JB Kings and win this game, that's because of this running between the wickets. They are putting all efforts in doing that. Excellent, excellent performance. On the other side, JB Malik should feel really well to stay ahead in the competition.
Yes, I think they have at least added 5 to 10 runs extra that was not on offer. So full credit to the two batters who have valid understanding between the wickets as well, and that really is translating into the game as well. So one more delivery remaining now. Zishan Khan has gone for runs, even though we haven't seen the boundaries too many times. But unfortunately, this is turning out to be another good over for JB Kings. Final ball of the over coming in. Here's the left arm seamer coming over the wicket, and this time pure intent on display, but the fielding effort is once again not good enough. So really, I don't know what was he trying to do. He was trying to slap the ball inwards probably, but that's not really the way you should be stopping the ball that is traveling. So poor effort eventually makes the spell of Zishan Khan quite dramatic. 8 overs done. It's 8 6 for 4, and now 100 is definitely on the cards.
Not an impressive fielding from MB Malik, I would say. And look at Zijan's figure here. He just gave 8 runs in the first over and end up with 21 for 1 after 2 overs. Not because of his bowling. We should pity sometimes at the bowlers because of the poor fielding. Couple of boundaries easily left alone, and that adds extra 8 runs to the total. And now they are very close to scoring that 100 runs, and they are having the upper edge in winning this game. JB Kings looks positive.
Yes, spinner comes back and this time just going after it. So once again, it is that man, the skipper, who's in full flavor here. It was on the off stump and he leans onto that and carves it straight down the ground for another six.
They're just 8 runs short of the 100 runs mark. And what a way to start with a six in the first ball will give you all the leverage to score many runs after this.
And this time he's played that on the offside. Straightforward chance for the fielder to be able to stop it. We've seen so many misfields that every time the ball is traveling, I think the bowler has his heart in his mouth, thinking that would it be another one. With that, Fidus is one is on strike, and it's short a pitch, and he guides that towards the leg side. Fielder is in the deep, and it will be kept down to a single.
94 for 4, just 6 runs short of 100. 3 balls left in this over. Mohammad Sufyan managed to bowl the next couple of balls really well after the six being hit.
Oh, this time it's Fuller, and he smashed it. Let's see if it goes all the way. Yes, it probably doesn't. But one more time, we see two quick runs being taken.
Lots of twos and threes being taken in the last couple of overs. That really pushed the score towards 100 now. With just short of 4 runs to score that 100. I believe that they can score in this over.
This time, the pace was not on offer. He was varying the speed of the ball, and it's down to a single. But I think even if they don't get it in this over, they're looking well and truly beyond 100 runs on the board this time. So we have to give them credit, even though they lost wickets initially, come back very well. So just like that, it's a dot to finish. 9 overs done. It's 97 for 4. Maybe they should try to get at least 13 to 15 runs from this last over so that they can find themselves in a very comfortable situation when it comes to bowling.
You're right, Brad, spot on. And then try to score at least 13 to 15 runs so that they'll be putting the target as 110 and 111 to win. That will be more challenging for MB Malik to chase down. And JB Kings on on a very strong position now.
Let's talk about being a very strong position. This is a contest in the Group B of this tournament, and the charts are being led by MRKB Putrajaya. They're topping the table with 2 wins of 2 games. Sky Warriors are second in it. One of the game was washed out. That is why MB Malik is looking to get a victory here, because if they do, and if they do it with a good run rate, then they can come out second as well. So lots to play for. On the other hand, JB Kings are still looking for the first victory. They have lost their 2 previous games, and that is why this is turning out to be a very crucial contest here. And in it, it's a good start from Waka Haida. Starts off with a Yorker and just a single run. But look at it. Very alert, extremely alert. And I have to say that the presence of mind is absolutely outstanding from these two batters.
I agree, Akbar. What a presence of mind. That is the right word to use for Samiullah's brilliance. This is not about hitting sixes and fours. He is teaching everyone, and he himself is showing that those singles and doubles are as important as fours and sixes.
Yes, and also credit to Waka Haida. He started off brilliantly, although he's considered 2 runs of the first ball. Looks like he's trying to go for that Yorker, and if he's able to execute it well, there's nothing better. A little bit of a change of pace, and this is turning out to be a very good over. Once again, running between the wickets is absolutely sensational. Backing up, not so good, and always the intention of sneaking in another one is visible when these two are batting.
It's happy to see that batters are running very hard between the wickets, and especially these two, they are setting example and tone for the other teams as well, where they lack this running between the wickets.
And slightly overpitched this time, and he flicks it away on the leg side. So excellent batting from the captain Samiullah here. He's picked up a boundary when he was required to, and turning out to be yet another commanding performance from Samiullah with the bat in hand. It's 41 of 25.
And he has a high chance of scoring that half century here one more time and score as we expected. It might go near to 110 or 112.
Waka Haida has his work cut off. Advances down the ground this time, and he has launched it into the skies. That is just not good enough this time, though. And it is a catch that is taken inside the just before the boundary line. So credit for Waka Haida. He has done a good job to just pick up a wicket here, and the danger man Samullah walks back, but he's played well.
He is done equally well for his batting, for his bringing the score over 100. This is a captain's knock, and trust me, he'll also come and bowl a couple of overs, and he's very good in manipulating the batters. Samiullah is a game changer.
Yes, I think the score on the board is decent enough for the bowling side to come out and feel that they have a chance to just get the wickets of MB Malik. So this is going to be a very good contest with one more ball remaining. I think this will be very crucial. If it goes for a maximum, they'll reach a score above 110. On the other hand, Waka Haida will aim for a dot, and that is what he's trying to deliver. The batter almost gives up, and that's another run out. So in the end, the innings completes at the score of 105 on the board. So the target for MB Malik when they come out to bat will be exactly 106. It's been a good performance with the bat for JB Kings. I think Samiullah has done his job once again. He scored 41 of 25, and he's supported well from Fairuz Rizwan and Binoba as well. The bowling initially started well. Waka Haida did a good job once again. He was supported by Zishan Khan as well as Mohammad Sufyan and Izaz Hussain. So in the end, we'll be coming back shortly with the chase. The score to be chased will be 106. So viewers, stay with us. We'll be coming back very soon. Welcome back, everyone. We're back with live action now as I bring you the chase of this game between JB Kings and MB Malik Cricket Club. At the moment, the score to be chased is 106. I think, especially, we have to give credit to the captain of JB Kings here. Samiullah came out all guns blazing. He's done a good job with the bat in hand one more time. He scored 41 of 26. And now MB Malik have their work cut off because this is not a very easy surface to bat on. And I think scores on the board are always going to be making things difficult. But they definitely need a start. And with me, Abrar Hussain, I have Harman to join me here at the combox. What do you think? Who has the edge, Harman?
Oh, what a start. A false start for them. A drop catch by the JKC. Well, it's a good score on the board, I would say. Very early to call who's got the start. Well, I think 106. I would say the JV King. What about you?
Yes, almost made sure we are forced to say JB King in a way because that was a leading edge and not the best of start when it comes to batting for MB Malik. The leading edge was almost traveling, and if the fielder had taken that catch, I think it would be very interesting. On that occasion, shot and pulled away quite with ease, and really now starting to look like he's willing to put away anything that's in his arc.
Yeah, that was brilliantly struck. Short of pitch delivery, pulled away, gets the boundary. You need that kind of a start when your required run rate is around 10.5 and over. 106. This will be a challenging game if the MB Malik Cricket Club can get a good start. First 5 overs, very important.
Yes, I think they need to play some positive cricket as well, especially given the chance that wickets can always bring the team in trouble. So if they have some runs, especially during that power play, I think they'll find themselves in a comfortable situation.
Yeah, rightly mentioned. I think it's playing positive cricket, playing cricket on the merit. You don't want to get carried away. Take your time in the center. First 5, 6 overs. Get the runs on the board.
Yes, and even though Najibullah has considered a boundary, this is turning out to be a good over.
It's a good little start. Just the 5 runs of the first 4 deliveries.
Mohammad Sufyan is looking to play that across to fine leg, but no bat involved, but umpire signals a wide.
Yeah, that was sliding down the leg. Good take from the wicket keeper. Got to save those runs. Those 4 wides can be costly. That's the most important task for the wicket keeper to save that.
Yes, he's bowling well, and right now I think it's the right approach. He's attacking the stump on regular intervals, and that's really not allowing the batters to free their arms.
Yeah, 5 deliveries, 6 runs on the board. There's still one more delivery to go for this over.
And this time he's successful in achieving that, and he knew that there's no fielder in place. So a little bit of innovation at the start of the innings from Mohammad Sufyan, and the execution is perfect. So he picks up a boundary, and in the end gets the runs that were required. So 10 of the first over.
Yeah, good start to the first over. Your required run rate is 10.67. You'll take the 10 and over. Do you think it will be the spinner that might dominate here?
Still early days, really, to talk about that because I think surprisingly today the fast bowlers throughout, even in the previous game as well as in the previous innings, have done quite a good job. And Komal Singh is someone who has also done, I think, a good job with the ball in hand. So maybe just use the faster bowlers in the power play, and after that, when there is the fielding restriction lifted, introduce the spinner. That will be my approach. But we'll have to see how the idea of Sardar Naim is here. Slashes it, and would you believe it?
Oh,
Second time, third man has messed it up.
that should have been taken. That was a sitter, a dropped catch. You can't afford to make those mistakes. Muhammad Sufyan. I think it's also because the sun has beaten down the track so much that it's preferring the pace bowlers.
Yeah, starts off well, doesn't he? I think he's getting that extra bit of pace as well, and the carry to the keeper is always something that I enjoy seeing.
Oh yeah, even the line and length, beautiful seam position early on, couple of deliveries, and he's been on spot. 95 to win from 8.4 overs, 10.96.
Yes, looks like if they play a few dot balls, then the runs can truly be kept on climbing. So I have to say that this has been a good start from the JB Kings with the ball in hand. Even though the first over went for 10 runs, it's always looking like they're trying to do something with the ball. And I think if they continue creating the pressure in terms of the scoreboard, then definitely they'll be in among the wickets very soon. Sada Naim is now on strike, and that's a very good delivery. Hint of movement coming into the right hander, and a very optimistic feel by the wicketkeeper.
Yeah, there was that inside edge straight on to the thigh of the batter. So far, a good over. He's conceded just the 2 runs.
Two more deliveries remaining, and this time gets the ball away from the right hander. So good swing going on for Komal Singh here. And looks like Sadar Nami is just playing in one way. That is just throwing the kitten sink at everything.
That's getting close. It's getting very, very close. Those dot deliveries needs to get close to the body of the ball.
Waits onto that one and pulls that one away. But it is only a single. So excellent over comes to an end. Just 3 runs off it.
Yeah, 2 overs done. 13 without a loss after the first 2 overs. Excellent over by Komal Singh, conceding just the 3 runs side of the power play. Very, very impressive. As the left armer will continue for his second over. Has been a slow start for the MB Malik Cricket Club. Naib has to go for the big shots.
Yes, I think this is good from Sardar Naim here. He smashed it absolutely out of the park, and exactly the kind of greeting that Najibullah was to be given, especially after conceding 10 of the first over. And he started off very nicely this time as well. Sardar Naim has done a good job, especially creating pressure early on in this over.
Yeah, that was needed. You need someone to step up for the big hits. We all know that Sardar Naim is a powerful batter. He's decided to take on Najibullah. Cracking 6. 87.
And looks like he's continuing. So even after conceding a 6, Najibullah hasn't really learned the lesson, and he's considered a boundary. Sardar Naim is on the charge here.
First the 6, now the boundary. 10 of the first 2. Pressure on the bowler. That's the right amount of attack that you want to set up. Early on, put the pressure on the bowling department.
the approach from MB Malik has been clinical here. I think they're aware that if they allow the runs, will keep on finding on them, and this time they're trying to go after it. I think it was a good delivery from Najibullah. A little bit of a leg cutter was attempted by him. That's why the control from Sada Naim was not on the par and almost creating a chance.
Well, I think it's also because he knows that you are so close to that power play being finishing. So you want to make use of that. Two fielders only are outside the circle.
This time, short up his delivery, and would you believe it? That's the third time a catch has been dropped, and once again, the openers are surviving. Najibullah will be very disappointed with that.
Well, the fielders need to support the bowler. That's the least they can do here. That was a chance, and the chance has been put down. Got to wait and watch how expensive would this be.
And a good delivery, a yorker on the fifth ball of this over. So can't really say too much, can we? Because of the fact that we've seen so many drop catches, and it's really regulation. The catches that were dropped weren't really something that we think it would be too difficult. Looks like all the fielders have come in with a very soapy kind of hand, and they haven't been able to gather. So third over is completed. It's 25 without loss, but I think it's a very disappointing start for the JB Kings.
Yeah, that's it. The fielding. Two drop catches in the first 3 overs. Power play ends. 25 runs on the board, but still the required run rate is around 11.57. And if you have one good over as a bowling team, that required run rate will spike. And that is your chance to come back into this contest and add that extra pressure. 81 from 7 is still a big ask, if you have to say.
Yes, and with that, we are seeing the introduction of spin. So we witnessed in the second innings already that when Malik's chasing, three drop catches. So that's really something that should be just in their minds when they come out to play later, because that's too many. In 3 overs, three drop catches are really something that has allowed the momentum to be with the MB Maliks on a silver platter. But they somehow need to recover from this, and Shakil is introduced into the attack with the fielding restrictions lifted.
Yeah, gets that single to start the over. 5 fielders are now allowed outside the circle. Got a short third as well to protect.
Wicket through the air this time, uses the wrist, flicks it away nicely, and a single. They can afford to play those single and doubles at this moment because the bowlers haven't been able to pick up any wickets yet, and due to some poor fielding right now, I think the morals will be very down for JB King. That's a poor delivery, and the keeper does well. It will be wide, but could have been much worse.
Well, that's good keeping. That was well done.
And this is the shot that I was waiting for. If you allow the batters to spend so much of time, they will be whipped. And this time it is Shakil who's been hammered for a boundary.
That was a brilliant strike. Brilliantly done. Gets the boundary. And you need at least a couple of fours in every over going forward. It was really well done. Really well executed.
Waits onto that one this time, smashes it on the leg side, and no chance really for the fielder in the deep. And that has gone for yet another boundary. So really Mohammad Sufyan is turning on the heat here, and this is turning out to be a very good partnership as well.
This is the kind of start you wanted. And he's given that agile start, getting those runs early on.
Once again, this time played in the air and just away from the fielder at deep square leg. This time even better, the connection, and it goes for a maximum.
Yeah, that was much, much better, I would say. That was really, really well done.
You got to start feeling for the JB Kings here because one thing is fortune and the other thing is riding it to perfection. That's exactly what we're witnessing here. The ball slightly keeps lower than the batter anticipated. Sada and Sufyan might have handled the few lifelines that they were presented with, and now they're wasting absolutely no time. On that occasion, Shakil's over went for 17 runs, and really, with every shot that is coming off the bat of these two, it is gonna hurt JB King's emotions even more.
And that's rightly mentioned. That will hurt them. Four overs completed. 17 of that over. For me, that might be the momentum shifter. 64 from 6. Who's your pick from this stage, Abrar?
I think the benefit has to go down to the batting side, especially because they have all 10 wickets in hand. And look at it, he's not just waiting, he's smashing. And Samiullah has been greeted with a first ball maximum. And right now, Sardar Naim is really approaching a milestone here because the kind of innings that he's playing, it looks like he'll definitely get there.
Yeah, that's a very positive intent to start. 48 without a loss and 4.1 overs. A maximum to start the over. Now that required run rate is less than 10 and over. That's commendable chasing. I told you, first 5-6 overs. Very important.
Yes, definitely. And now with wickets in hand, like I mentioned before, he's really tempted with those deliveries. Look at that. He charges onto that one and beautifully bisects the two fielders, but just doesn't have enough power to take it all the way. And that's the reason it is just a single. But the elegance is definitely on display. He's looking absolutely majestic with the shots that he's playing. And now Sufyan has a chance to just continue his way. Look at that. Just going across the wicket. That really shows how confident he is and is really trusting his footwork.
Well, he's a very smart cricketer, Sufyan. He's not in a hurry.
And looks like he is because he's dealing in boundaries here. That is another maximum. This time over the top of cover, which is not a very easy shot to play. But Sufyan really has the class, and that's all that takes it for getting yet another maximum. It's looking like it's raining fours and sixes right now.
And that's also the 50 up in no time. They have done so well here.
Innovation this time, and looks like
It's the wicket.
umpire has given him out.
Yeah, he's trapped in front
Yes,
of the
Haman.
stumps there.
For a moment, I thought that might be missing, and umpire was a little bit delayed in giving that decision in favor of the bowler. But irrespective, I think Samullah will be very happy. It's that man again, and he delivers the goods.
Yeah, that's a big wicket.
And with the wicket falling, the batters are now just coming out to the middle. It's been a good innings from Sufyan, who's walked back, but Sardar is still out there. So with MB Malik's in a very comfortable position, I welcome Amin into the com box. Harman has taken a little bit of a break. So Amin, who are you backing? 51 needed in 5.1 now.
You asked me the easiest question. First of all, thank you, Abrar, for inviting me back. And the easiest question, 51 or 5, of course, the batting team.
Yes, really, but I think Samullah will have some other ideas because he's done the hard work. He's done so well with the bat in hand, and now when other bowlers were struggling, he's done so well to pick up the wicket himself. So leading from the front is the captain. He's just finished his first over, so definitely he'll be back for his second as well. And right now, the required run rate will be exactly 10. So an exciting later half coming for the viewers. But I think definitely the game is in balance.
I agree to a certain point, abroad, because the one thing that I said I supported the batting team is because it's almost half the overs done, 5 overs done, but they lost only 1 wicket. That's the reason I supported them. And also the run rate is pretty solid. They've been maintaining 11.20 per over, and they need just 10 and over for the last five. So that's more positive signs shown by the batting side. That's my view.
Yes, and I think especially we have to credit to someone like Sufyan. He was so good. He took the attack to the opposition. That was a knock full of intent, timing, as well as some smart cricket. We saw some innovative shots as well whenever he had an opportunity. So we have to say that he came out with a purpose. And that's really something that I think sometimes some of the teams have been missing. But on that occasion, really it was a good delivery. So Mahendran starts well. But like we were saying, that I think it's because of someone like Sufyan and Sada Naim that MB Malik finds himself in a very driving seat kind of a situation. They played the shots well, and right now just 50 needed. So we are backing the batting team, and it is definitely their match to lose. Just when I say that, that is smashed away. This time it has cleared long on and looks absolutely phenomenal. It is Wakar Haider who's walked out to the middle. He's the fast bowler with a lot of power, and that is on full display here.
That's what I was trying to tell Abrar, because once six and over, you are scoring around 30 runs, and only 14 runs after that you need. 44 needed in just 4.3 overs, and that is because you look at the way they are hitting. Sufyan done the job. Wakar is hitting. Sardar is hitting. All of them are hitting.
Yes, definitely. And especially we have to compliment Wakar Haider as well. He's just come out to bat. No nerves, no settling. Just come out to bat with pure intent. And looks like when he was hitting it down the ground on that occasion, he's got the bowler in the way. These are never comfortable. It pains a lot. And I'm really hoping that his shin is going to be okay. He's a very powerful man as well, Mahendran. He's a gutsy cricketer. Even though it has hurt him, he'll not want to show it for too long because he's considered a six. He wants to do well for his team, and right now we'll have to see if that makes any kind of difference.
Getting hit in a cricket ball is not a joke. It it becomes blue back soon, and you need lots of icing after the match.
Yes, definitely. And now Sada Naim is back on strike and guides it away. I think a single was on the card, but short third man does well. So eventually another dot ball. So turning out to be a very good over from Mahendran. Just conceded seven. One more delivery to go.
One more delivery, and this is a crucial ball because Sardar definitely look to manipulate the bowler now.
Oh, very good delivery one more time. It looked like he'll pick up a wicket here. Finishes off with the dot. So excellent over comes to conclusion. It's 63 with the loss of one. So definitely, even though this was a good over, MB Malik are still cruising.
The one thing that missed in the batting is the running between the wicket. If you notice, the opponents they really run between the wickets very hard in the rear end of the innings. That is missing in this team, MMC's one.
Yes, I mean, but do you really have to run for your runs? Because at the moment, Sada Naim has hit two sixes and one boundary. When Sufyan was there, he's hit six boundaries. And now, when Wakar Haider has just come out to bat, even he is trying to deal with boundaries. So, really, that's a different kind of approach. I think MB Malik believes in the power game that they have, and really it is benefiting. As you can see, Samullah is once again greeted with the boundary of the first ball.
That's a fantastic shot outside the off stump. There was a fielder kept, but no chance for him to stop the ball. Beautiful batting.
White ball this time, just trying to stay away from the hitting arc of Wakar Haider here. And looks like Wakar Haider has come out with just one mindset that he is going to go after it. Look at that. This time it's slightly slower through the air, and he picks up the length of it quite quickly. And Walker strides forward and delivers it beautifully into the mid wicket for another boundary. This is high class batting.
It's a beautiful shot on the back foot, penetrating the gap. That is the beauty of the shot. There were two fielders kept to protect those boundaries, but he took the chance and penetrated them beautifully, picked up the 4 runs, and they're 72 for one.
A chance there for short third man didn't really go after the catch, and this time I don't think he has made his ground. Looks like he will be run out. So Sardar Naim, he's played a good hand. He's gone for 22 of 15 deliveries, and out of nowhere, a wicket comes in the way of the JB Kings.
That was you should have started a bit earlier. It still is telling it's not a run. You should have not called me for a run, and that's the conversation going on. But what I feel is you should at least move few steps forward so that you can save those yards. And you need to be really really quick within the wickets for those kind of singles.
Oh, I mean, when you say that, I think of one thing. What if the bowler just decides to mancad? Do you believe in that? Is that the right thing to do? It's in the spirit of the game. Lots of questions. I don't know. How do you think of it?
And I think it's not the. I'm not a fan of Mancut first of all, but you can give a warning at least to make sure to stop the batter to move forward. You can tell them that I'm going to hit it if you do one more time. That is a decent one.
Yeah, lots of debate across the globe, I think, regarding this. Still now, I don't think there's a clear black and white decision when it comes to that. But irrespective of it, we have seen a run out and Sadanaim has gone back. 22 of 15 is what he scored. It was a good innings from him. Right now, Walker Haider is still out there, and the new batter will take strike because it was a run out at that end. So we'll have to see how Samula goes. At the moment, he's conceded 9, 3 balls to go.
As of as of now, the run rate is pretty strong. 72 for two, just 34 runs needed in the last 3.3 overs. This is the last over for Samula, and he will be looking to take another wicket.
And one more batter comes out with all guns blazing, doesn't really wait, and smashes it straight down the ground for another 6. So Jishan Khan has walked out to the middle with yet another man who seems like a man possessed, and they've done the good one more time. So dealing in boundaries here.
This has been a habit now. The new batter comes in and hitting a six. That is a surprise package for any bowlers to bowl.
Yes, and especially when I think the bowling side is quite aware that they're trying to go after sixes, it's really important to stay away from that full delivery. I think it's very important to just pitch it outside the off stump and just be away from the hitting zone. But so far, I don't think the bowlers have really realized that. As you can see, one more time it was in the slot, but this time the connection was not so fluid. So just a single, and that is the completion of the seventh over. It's 79 with the loss of 2 in 3 overs, 27 needed. The game can still go both ways, I mean, and I think the JB Kings will have to believe in themselves that they can somehow crawl back into this game.
And they expected a little bit economical over from Samula. That's on the other side of the plan. They almost conceded 17 runs uh, in this over, and 79 for 2 chasing 27 in 3 overs is going to be like a very tricky one. And 1 over and last over, Mahendran bowled really well for the 7 runs. If he produce one more over similar to that, and that's going to be a challenging one for the batting side.
Yes, we are at that stage of the game when a loss of a wicket definitely will mean that the pressure will be back on. But this pair is once again showing the intent that we talk about. Walker has been clean calculated with his strike, and Zishan, who's just come out to bat, has also unleashed a little bit of a firework from himself. Mahendran previously has bowled a good over, just conceded 7. So this chase continues at a brisk pace. So we'll have to see how Mahendran manages Zishan here. And that was a good delivery. Does it go all the way or is it click the stump? I'm a bit confused. Looks like he's picked up a wicket here.
That was a wicket. Zishan is out. He came, hit a six, and then going back, 4 ball 7 runs what needed, and that's what he played. And Mahendran started really well, picking up a wicket in the first ball. and he has all the authority to contain the batters who is coming new for less than 10 runs. That would be a success for him.
Oh, yes, credit to him, definitely. He was attacking the stump, and I think it was a little bit quicker to the air. Of course, he was aware that Zishan Khan is going to go at it in just one way, that is to just throw his full power at it, and no connection meant that he castled him quite easily. So, with that, like we mentioned, that a loss of wicket could really shift the momentum. So, it's going to be a very tricky situation. It's a 50-50 call for me. I don't know which team has a better chance at this game.
It's a 50-50. You're right, Abrar. I go with your 50-50 thinking. Yeah, because it's anything can happen. Maybe if a couple of wickets goes down, we cannot say that they can suddenly the asking rate goes up. It's all depends on this over, how good he bowls.
Oh, look at that! Excellent from the bowler, Mahendran. What a delivery! He's picked up 2 in 2, and just when we thought that MB Malik are in a comfortable situation, Mahendran is absolutely striking out of nowhere.
This is a colossal damage, and what a way this JB Kings bring back the team and full marks to Mahendran. Not giving runs, picking up wickets. He is doing more than what is wanted from him.
This has been a sensational double strike from Mahendran. Back to back deliveries has picked up wickets. Now he's on a hat trick, and this is going to be a very crucial delivery with Sulamri on strike. So, can this be a hat trick? I am expecting a fast Yorker like delivery from this spinner. Maybe he's trying to dart it in. We'll have to wait and see. Beautifully bowled and just negotiates with soft hands. So, extremely good job from Mahendran here late in this innings, but it's turning out to be very critical.
Two wickets are run after that. Only three balls left in this over. Suddenly the asking rate is over 10.
Yes, I think a lot of the chase will now depend on how Walker goes. Looks like he's trying to attack. He has fast hands, and that has been played nicely on the offside. Extremely good running between the wickets. These two are very quick, and 2 runs has been taken. But this is turning out to be a very good over because even with the 2 runs, we can see that the run rate is continued to climb. At the moment, just 3 runs in this over with 2 balls remaining. Mahendran will be just trying to pick up a wicket here. And in with a chance, there is long on there, but it goes all the way. So unfortunate for Mahendran. He almost thought that he'd pick up another one, but looks like Walker is riding on some luck here.
This is a brave batting by Wakar here, picking up that 6 runs after losing 2 wickets in the first 2 balls. This is much needed run for MMC. He got it for the team.
Finishes off with the dot ball. Now 18 needed in 2 overs. Still, this game can go both ways. And really, Walker Haider is the man who is standing tall. And if JB Kings are somehow able to pick up his wickets, I think they will be back in the game. So really can't say if a six is hit from Walker Haider, then definitely I think MB Maliks will find themselves in a much more comfortable situation. So I don't know. I mean, what is your pick?
This is a even Steven, Abrar. Anything can happen because 4 wickets down, and Wakar is batting really well. Let's see. Anything can happen. He can hit a six or second ball. He might get out, and the equation changes. The bowler can come at you very hard, and suddenly that 18 or 12 runs become very tough to chase down.
I don't know if you'll agree with me on this one, but I mean, I think this is turning out to be the best game we've seen in this tournament. So only 2 overs remaining, but we can't still decide which team is having more momentum their way. and that really tells us a lot of the competition between these two sides.
We need games like this, Abrar, don't you think?
100%, I mean, because the excitement is definitely palpable. And right now it is Komal Singh who's come out to bowl at the second last over. He's bowled brilliantly before this, just 3 runs in it. And look at that, extremely good running between the wickets. And I think it was the call of Walker Haider. He's the man who's dangerous and just charges down as soon as the wicketkeeper missed. So very good running.
And this is going to be an interesting contest between the Komal and Walker, because Walker is in form now. He's hitting the ball clearly and he's watching the ball big. And Komal on the other side, always very consistent in his line and length. Only one ball went down the line, but apart from that, he is very lethal in his bowling, and anything can happen. This over is very crucial.
I think one thing can really help Walker Haider here because he's himself a medium pace bowler. So he will be aware how Komal might be thinking. So that can really give him that slight split second advantage. But Komal is someone who's steaming in. He has that extra bit of pace as well. So as we know that he's just conceded 3 runs in his previous over, he's really someone who's trying to pick up a wicket here or back foot defense. So quite interesting. That was a good delivery and oh, extremely good running between the wickets one more time. Superb. And full credit to Waka Haider here.
This is what we were discussing abroad, running between the wickets. That is very important, because that will help you in these kind of situations. And in any part of the point of the game, the first over, second over, third over, if you keep running between the wickets hard, you keep hitting sixes, and you can 9 out of 10 times you can win the game.
Yes, exactly. He's back on strike. And now, look at that. Misses it completely. One more time, even though there's no connection with bat involved, he's picked up a run. So we have to give him credit. He's looking a bit exhausted, but he has not finished his job. He needs to have the mindset of a champion here. Cannot afford to get tired. Just a little over 1 over is remaining. So he needs to keep his focus here. But it's that man, Zulamri, now on strike. Can Komal at least pick up a wicket here?
Almost showing the leg stump. Zulamri, look at that.
Oh, he gets the connection, and that is played nicely down the ground. So he does the right work. Walker Haider is back on strike, and right now it will be against Komal Singh, who's done a good job so far. I have to say that Walker is definitely the heartbeat of this chase. He's mixed power with some good running as well, and he's definitely carrying the hopes of MB Malik on his shoulders. So the bowling will also be very clinical here. Length, he's pulled it back, and that's nicely bowled. But he's pierced the gap as well. What an exceptional shot this is. For a moment, I thought it will be picked up by the fielder, but he was aware where the fielder is and he's played just away from him, and it did just enough to go all the way to the boundaries. Crucial runs, just 9 required now, and you have to say that MB Malik is inching closer towards victory.
The one thing that impressed me about Wakar's innings is he came down the wicket, but he didn't go hard at the ball. He timed it beautifully and pierced the gap in the offside, and that ball rose to the boundary very quickly. Super batting, and he's a proper batter.
Oh, full respect this time. He knows that was a good delivery. The tension is definitely sky high. Just 8 runs required. And look at that. Excellent running between the wickets. And the dive comes in as well. We are seeing an absolutely spirited cricketer here. I think Waka Haider has my full respect. He's really carrying the hopes. And he's been a strong performer with the ball in hand. And today delivering definitely with the bat. What an effort this is. I mean, highly impressive.
And this over thoroughly 100% goes to Wakar. No doubt about that. It's not only about hitting boundaries and runs, it's all about the attitude to run between the wickets. Whenever there is a chance, he never hesitated to turn back and run. And look at that, first 2 balls wide and another one buys, and the last two, even the overthrow, he made use of it. Super duper thinking on the field. That's what Wakar is all about.
Yes, I mean, he's been an absolute athletic marvel today. I think you can see that how much of a hero he is today for the JB Kings, definitely. And here's the last ball, beautifully bowled from Komal Singh. So, really tried to do a lot, but didn't really execute it perfectly. But full story today will definitely be Walker Haider. He's thirsty, and of course he will be. He's been smashing boundaries, and the running between the wickets was absolutely like a man possessed. Every single run was with full spirit, and now with six needed, definitely I think it is MB Malik's match to lose. Can they produce the victory here?
And it's 80-20, bro, if you ask me, to defend a 6-10 in the last over. And you still have Wakar on the crease, and he's batting like as a batter of the dreams. Whatever the ball he plays, he's playing very sensibly. He's not just throwing the bat, he's playing proper cricket. That is the difference.
Yes, and to remind our viewers, we were complimenting someone like Mohammad Sufyan who came out to open the innings. He scored 31 of 16. But now look at Walker Haider. Even though he's come out so late to bat, he is producing the same good, if not better. 32 of 16. He's the man who's bowled so well as well. And so this is definitely something that we have to cherish for a very long time. He's very good with the ball in hand and now with the bat as well. And sheer determination and absolute heart is on full display.
Last over, Adnan is back. Started with a wide, making the things easy for the opponents. Just 5 runs needed. 1 6 away from win.
Oh, not the best of start. Adnan, he's introduced so late. I think really that is the game. The captain was trying a lot of things. Samiullah, he really doesn't have any other bowler because Shakil Ahmed has been expensive and all the bowlers today has already completed their 2 overs. So doesn't really have too many options. And that's really something that is coming into the help of Waka Haider. Looks like victory is to be served on a platter. Look at that, he smashed it, and that should travel all the way. Yes, comfortably. So Waka Haider finishes off in style. He seals the deal with flourish. A full delivery that was launched up, and majestically he gets another maximum. So what a knock, Waka. Absolute undisputed hero today. He finishes off on an unbeaten score of 38 runs. So a blistering innings from him. We did not really expect it, and MB Malik have won the game by 6 wickets. What a game this is! That is the game that we have had here, and with that, we have seen a very exciting contest. So we'll come back with yet another game after a short break. So I request the viewers to stay with us because more exciting contest is coming to us soon.
Thank you, guys.